Hi, my name is Dr. Rick Moss, and I'm the developer of a process called precognitive re-education. It is a way of clearing out limiting beliefs and retained emotions primarily from the subconscious mind, so that one can reconnect to one's inherent and divine nature, which is whole, complete, perfect, and wonderful. So in this short video, we are going to experience this clearing process. The most common limiting belief is who I am is not enough. And what is meant by that in our mind, and a limiting belief is sort of like a tape. It keeps playing over and over and over again, and it keeps programming our subconscious. So we're going to deprogram that, and under that will be an experience of the truth of who we really are. So we're going to take about 4 or 5 minutes to clear away this most common limiting belief, who I am is not enough, in which we generally think who I am is not enough to be loved. It will be very important that we clear this limiting belief out of our mind so that we know how good, how wonderful, how loving we really are. All right, so here goes. Some people prefer to close their eyes, totally up to you. But take a breath. Just let yourself relax. Good. And I speak for your higher self, I open now to release the limiting belief that who I am is not enough. It's time to let this go. Imagine, if you will, that you're standing under a waterfall of light. And imagine that this light is pure caring, pure kindness, pure love. If the word love is not a scary word for you to use right now, if it is, use the word kindness, caring. So there you stand in the best of you, what we could call your adult self, standing in this light that is this pure, divine caring, this kindness, this generosity of being. And imagine that you don't have to do anything for this light but be. Just be yourself. That it's not given to you because of your body or your performance or your gifts. Not for any reason, but because you are. Because your essence is lovable, just as it is. And imagine that no matter what you do, it will never go away. You can't increase it, you can't decrease it. And so there you stand in that light that is love, drinking it in. From this place, I invite you to look out and imagine yourself as a child, maybe 4 or 5 years of age. Stay in that column of light. Don't fall into or become that little girl or boy. But can you find a feeling of love for that child, of care, of wanting to see that child safe and well? Imagine going to that child and saying to the child that you have come. You, the loving adult, have come to look after that child. And you could tell that child that it isn't the job of their mother or father to give that child protection and love 24/7. That it's your job. Imagine spending a day giving that child that love and care. 2 things are required here: that you feel the caring, and you imagine how that child changes as a result of the caring. Imagine a week and a month goes by, and there you are, continuing to love that child. If that child was treated poorly, or violated, or abused in any way, multiply the loving adult by 100 and form a circle of love around that child, such that if anyone were to enter that circle with an intent to harm that child, the love would be so strong that they would forget why they came. They would either be nice or leave. So this child now has safety, boundaries, love around it. Imagine another year or two goes by. How is this child changing as a result of that love? If you find yourself falling into the child, come back to the loving adult. A couple of years, 3, 4, 5 years go by. Is that child more connected to you, the loving adult, than the people playing the role of parents? Good. If that's the case, we know this. We know that a child takes its self-worth from how it's treated by its primary caregivers. If that child is more connected to you, then that child is starting to take its self-worth from you rather than the parents. Keep growing that child up. Let's say that child is 10, 12, 15 years of age now, with you there at every moment. How is that child changing? Now let's say that child is 18, 20 years of age, entering into relationships. She or he will enter into relationships differently than you did. Allow this child to grow up differently than you. Doesn't mean that your experiences weren't perfect for your growth, but see how this child grows up differently. This child will enter into relationships, I believe, differently, because she or he will know that they're lovable. They won't have to enter into relationships to prove to themselves that they're lovable or worthy. Keep growing this child up. She or he is 25 or 30. How are they changing? What is their life like? How are they unfolding given this nurturement? This child is 35, 40, 45 years of age. What is this person like grown up? The wonderful thing is that this person is you without your stuff. This person is you in that part of your inherent nature, that facet of the diamond. For you are multifaceted. Multiple facets of goodness make you up. And so we have taken one short journey, throwing off illusions about ourselves and returning to truth about ourselves. We've seen ourselves differently, but the truth is, this is who we are without our stuff. This is a taste of this process that we call precognitive re-education. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, feel free to come to my website at essentialpathways.com, where you can do more of this work for free. Transformation cards, love pathways, many different things for you to explore. I also make CDs that are 1-hour sessions that clear away these limiting beliefs that are most common, most universal. And I do phone sessions, and I train people to do this work for themselves and others. So I hope you've enjoyed this experience. It's been my pleasure to be with you and to share it with you. Thanks for listening.